Hi, I'm Linda Lombardi, Facincani. I'm 77 years old, and I worked at the Columbia Gardens from the time I was a freshman in high school, I believe, until I was in college. And it was a wonderful, wonderful experience. I met lots of people that are still friends today, and I just had a great time. I first worked on the playground with a whole lot of other ladies, and we were to keep the kids from getting hurt. And one of the things that they did was to climb up the slides, and so we had to ask them not to do that. Cracking the bars, of course, was a popular thing to do at the Columbia Gardens, so we always had to be on top of that. And if we weren't, Zorka Milanovic was there to yell at the kids and to tell us we weren't doing our jobs. She actually was a great lady. She was very nice to us, but I know other people thought that she could be Mrs. Meany, which she accepted that title proudly, actually. When I was older, I was promoted. Well, I made 50 cents an hour on the playground as a playground co-supervisor, I guess you could say. And then later on, I was promoted to sell tickets on the airplanes. And I was thrilled because that paid $1 an hour, which was just tremendous. We were making 50 cents an hour on the playground. But selling tickets on the airplanes was really fun, especially on Children's Day when so many kids came. We really liked the busy days because it made time go fast and we got to meet a lot of people. Anyway, there were a lot of us of about the same age who were working there at the time, and we all enjoyed it tremendously. Eventually, I was promoted to work in the office and be the supervisor of the rides, which wasn't really what you might think it is. I just counted the money that came in from all the rides and made sure that we had people at every post every day. The boys who ran the rides were not supervised by me. They were supervised by Ted Beach, who was, by the way, a tremendous man. He used to say, if you did something really well, he'd say, "You're a good kid and a peachy dancer." And when I started teaching, I used to use that phrase once in a while, and the kids would look at me as if I had, three heads. But he was a fun man, and I didn't mind emulating him. Of course, the big pavilion was there where we had dances, and my office as playground, or probably not, pardon me, not playground, but ride supervisor was to check that out. And if people wanted to see it, visitors, I could show them around and show them how vast an area that was. And we had groups coming all the time. I remember seeing Sam the Sham and the Pharaohs, whom I and probably very few people remember. But anyway, that was really a big thing for us at the time. Proms were held there, and that was a fun thing. And they always kept the roller coaster open for the prom so that people could go up and ride the roller coaster in usually cold weather and with their beautiful dresses on. But it was fun all the same. The people who worked there were probably some of the nicest people I ever knew. Mrs. Shea ran the restaurant, and once in a while she would make pasties, and she'd tell us ahead of time so we could have our lunch with her instead of bringing a lunch. There was a candy store and also an ice cream store. But anyway, it was just a magical place.